What's up, everybody? It's your boy Reggie Casual, and welcome to Just a Tip, where we give you fashion tips, tricks, advice, and philosophy. And today we're talking sneakers, underrated sneakers, specifically 7 of them to be precise, that you should definitely consider buying. That's next after a quick word from our sponsor, Squarespace. Let's get it. If you're looking to build a website anytime soon, then head over to Squarespace right now. With a ton of options and a painless setup process, Squarespace can get you set up with a site in minutes. Take the guesswork out of design with amazing themes, set up a shop with countless options, make a portfolio for your work, and if you're having trouble, Squarespace delivers with award-winning customer service. The casual rolls with Squarespace on our official site, and it's an amazing experience. So go ahead and set it up now, and be sure to use our link below, squarespace.com/thecasual, to save 10% on your site today. All right, so coming in first, we got the Fear of God MOCS. And I know what you're thinking. Why though? These are trash. Now, because one, they can be pulled off well with the right outfit, they're easy to get, and it's a great casual shoe. While the Fear of God MOCS aren't for everyone, admittedly, they certainly have an appeal for the more casual sneaker fan. They aren't loud or hype driven and come in a nice color array. While, admittedly again, they suit the more drapey, Jerry Yoji inclined style head, they do offer an easy to wear alternative to the more laced options out there. Many have complained about how they actually fit, and that is certainly an issue, but if you can find a way to make these work, they really work. And they're relatively inexpensive. Easy cop if it fits your wardrobe. All right, so another Fear of God x Nike sneaker makes the list, the SKYLON 2. In a roundabout way. Many view the SKYLONs as the weakest sneakers of the Nike Fear of God collaboration. They may not be wrong, but the weakest doesn't necessarily mean bad shoe. The reason the SKYLONs get such a bad rap is mainly due to the fact that it is a retro sneaker. And retro sneakers aren't always aesthetically pleasing, especially in the Nike department. But these ain't your normal retro. The SKYLONs are one of the most comfortable shoes to ever have been released by Nike. It's breathable, and it's extremely durable and well made. Fits that 90s look to a T if that's your thing, and while certainly a pair of regular SKYLON 2s will suffice, the Fear of God versions offer a black vintage dusty version with the cord locks for your laces, which are super underrated when talking about lacing up. Plus, they come relatively cheap, and cheap is good. Do yourself a favor and get something cheap. Next up, we got the Donald Glover Adidas Originals. These are Adidas for you Americans out there, and equally the Continental 80 and the Lacombe. All three are part of the particularly laid-back collab that fits the Gambino normcore vibe perfectly. Now, I've heard a lot of noise, a lot of people talking about how these painted, tattered, and distressed kicks look like something a homeless person would wear, but those with more keen eyes know that these are a severely underrated sneaker when paired with standard casual fits. It's like a designer canvas shoe. It's amazing. It's particularly great for the summer. The entire collection is easy to get, it's affordable, and adds just enough style to stand out among the crowd of people who are all vying for the same sneakers. Do yourself a favor, pick one of these up. They're dope. Nike's On Air campaign was an amazing tribute to sneaker designers worldwide. From London to Shanghai, Paris to Seoul, the designs were tough. And while Shanghai took top billing as the most popular, Tokyo was slept on heavy, even by me, and I live here. From the onset, the TokyoMaze was a toss-up. It was an AIRMAX one that focused on the outer design of the shoe rather than the structure, which was the norm for most of the designers. However, the Maze was so much more upon closer inspection. The multicolored laces, the slight inverse color between left and right, the fact that it represents everything great about Tokyo, the sprawl, the city, everything. That's Tokyo, which makes the TokyoMaze a great pickup for those that want to flex without following the pack, and they can easily set off the most subdued outfit. They don't come super cheap, but no more than a standard retail sneaker from most sellers at this point. Let's be real, not everyone could get the original 4D Futurecraft, or even the 4D ZX 4000. Both have outrageous price points, with the Futurecraft reaching impossible levels for most people vying to get some 4D tech from Adidas. But that's okay, because the 4D Alphaedge is a great and moderately priced alternative. While the Alphaedge isn't the original and won't have the oohs and ahs from the sneaker community, because when has that really mattered? When has it really mattered? The Alphaedge is practically the same silhouette, sports the same tech as the Futurecraft, and they don't look half bad at all. Not to mention they're going for less than retail from resellers. So that alone makes them an easy cop, especially if you're an Adolf Dassler fan. Nike and Junio have been doing GYAKUSOU for nearly 10 years now, and every year, the Jun Takahashi design-led sub-label gets all kinds of disrespect. Most of the time, the line is overlooked, and quite often because of the lack of hype, people have missed out on some otherwise great footwear. Not just from a style standpoint, but functionality as well. But not today. Not today. This year's Zoom Pegasus 35 Turbo in both colorways was that disrespect in full view. Not only is the GYAKUSOU Pegasus 35 technically a great running shoe sporting full Zoom X foam over a React 2.0 sole coupled with rope laces with a cord locking system in lieu of a straight lace system, it looks oddly great in both colorways. It's underrated and should be on somebody's feet right now, especially runners who want something as slick as they are functional. But even if you aren't a runner, these are a great addition to a wardrobe that likes to experiment a bit. And finally, the most hyped sneaker that wasn't actually hype at all, the Ambush Nike AIRMAX 180. I mean, what can be said about the Ambush Nike collab except that it was all kinds of popular before the launch, but as soon as people got their hands on them, they couldn't get them out of their hands. First off, the Ambush Max 180 isn't for everyone. It's a specialty sneaker for those that know of Ambush, and quite honestly, most people don't. And they most certainly didn't receive the Sacai hype treatment, but the sneaker is certainly not a dud. It's a clear case of if you bought them for yourself, it's likely that you love them. It's just that not a lot of people were into them, and as a result, you got cats selling them for less than retail. So, pro tip, for all you futuristic athleisure cats or those more along the lines of straight-laced tech and functional wear, these fit perfectly in that kind of ensemble. The glove-inspired sneaker plays with layers, upper and mid adjustments, and a clean minimalistic mid that pops. And they are the simplest of pickups. So, if you're feeling froggish, leap. I know I am. So those are 7 from the big guys, but of course Puma, Reebok, Onitsuka Tiger, Asics, and all those other guys have flavor too. So don't miss out on actual stuff you might like from everyone. In the meantime, tell us what you think the most underrated sneaker of the year is so far in the comments. Give a thumbs up if you like this episode, and a big shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring. Remember, save 10% by using our link below. Follow your boy on Instagram at REGGIE Casual to see how I put my stuff together, and the Casual Official at thecasual.co for fits and finds here in Tokyo and beyond. そしてまだやっていないなら subscribe してないように if you haven't already. Don't forget to subscribe, but most importantly, keep it locked right here for all of your info on international street fashion and culture from Tokyo. It's your boy, and keep it casual. よろしくお願いします. And that is just the tip. We out. I tried to leave. Now it's awkward.